Coastal residents around the world are increasingly encountering biological mysteries in the surf. Smartphones capture massive, unrecognized shapes washing onto public beaches, drawing crowds and fueling intense speculation about what is happening in the open ocean. These coastal encounters often feature the oarfish, a silvery, ribbon-like animal reaching lengths that resemble the sea serpents of ancient maps. Seeing this enormous creature lying on the sand emphasizes how poorly it fits our sunlit world. This pattern involves a wide range of species, including giant red squids with muscular tentacles as thick as a human leg. These discoveries are occurring simultaneously across disparate coastlines, suggesting a global shift in deep-sea behavior. Historically, these strandings were met with fear. In Japan and other coastal regions, the sudden appearance of these deep-water leviathans was interpreted as a literal doomsday omen, a warning that a massive earthquake or environmental catastrophe was imminent. Modern science has completely moved past mythology, but the biological data collected from these specimens points to a physical reality. Biologists are tracking the specific oceanic changes that are forcing these creatures out of the depths. These animals are not migrating by choice. They are being driven toward the surface. To find the cause, we must look at the isolated, high-pressure world they were designed for. We have to leave the sunlit shallows and descend thousands of meters into the abyssal and hadal zones. This is a world of total darkness, separated from the rest of the planet by miles of vertical water. In this isolation, life evolved unique survival strategies. Many deep-sea organisms developed gelatinous bodies to conserve energy and grew to massive sizes to cope with the extreme scarcity of food in the deep. The conditions here are brutal but constant. The water stays near freezing, and the hydrostatic pressure is powerful enough to crush heavy machinery. These monsters are actually delicate evolutionary marvels. Their bodies are held together by the crushing weight of the ocean. They are biologically engineered to exist only within this specific, stable environment. For millions of years, the deep sea was the most stable habitat on the planet. But something is now breaking that stability, creating conditions that even these resilient specialists cannot survive. This diagram shows the expansion of oxygen minimum zones. As surface waters warm, they stop mixing with layers below, creating stagnant dead zones. This suffocating layer expands vertically, squeezing the habitable water column. Deep-sea life must either remain in low oxygen dead zones or migrate upward. The problem is compounded by industrial deep-sea mining. Massive offshore vessels now lower heavy machinery to the seafloor, generating vast plumes of sediment that further destabilize these previously untouched ecosystems. Forced upward by oxygen loss and habitat destruction, these creatures enter a deadly ascent. As the pressure drops, their internal organs expand, and their tissues begin to decompress, leaving them helpless as they drift toward the shore. What we are witnessing is a violent eviction. The deep sea is no longer a sanctuary, and these animals are the first casualties of a rapid, human-driven environmental shift. These viral images from our beaches capture the final moments of animals caught in an ecological collapse. They are the dying refugees of a world we are only beginning to destabilize. The deep ocean is the foundation of our planet's biosphere. If the breakdown has reached the most remote trenches on Earth, it indicates the environmental crisis has progressed into the planet's final, most stable stronghold. This collapse triggers a cascade. When the deep sea foundation is compromised, the entire global food web loses its stability, eventually impacting the fisheries and ecosystems that billions of people rely on for survival. The appearance of these creatures marks a definitive shift in the Earth's history. They are a visible signal that the sanctuary of the deep ocean, the most remote place on our planet, is failing.